Okay.
This just takes you on a little bit of a longer route.
A little bit of a longer route isn't always the best or the worst.
Yeah.
Huh.
Or I mean, we can follow the candles. Which one do you want to do, Chex?
Nah, we'll follow the darkness. 'Cause I don't want to run into the candle maker. Ha ha.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, I do like going the other way. I think it's better.
Hey, is it... Wait,
I'm fickle as all can be, guys.
what? That tent was not there before. Oh, it was camouflage. I'm good. There's a light inside. Somebody's camping there and we're just walking by them.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be those new
I
hermits
wish
that
I
are...
could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
What the heck? Well,
I mean, there's more paintings.
did I paint them or did he? Or was it Esther? Or am I Esther? Just reading the letters.
In a manly voice.
No, reading them in his voice. Like,
Look, it's
looking...
almost like a little shrine.
Yeah. Stop that. He's like...
Yeah.
What the creepy guy, Donnelly. Or Esther. Or maybe that other guy is just following us around and knocking over stuff and... We are Esther.
Maybe.
That would be very interesting.
Does that look like a person up there to you?
It's orange. It's that orange light you told me.
Look right behind the orange light, right there. Does that kind of look like a person?
Yes, it is a person. What the heck? Okay, I'm not alone here. That is a... Ah! That's a person. Oh my gosh, that's a person.
Dear Esther, I find each step harder and heavier. I drag Donnelly's corpse on my back across these rocks, and all I hear are his whispers of guilt, his reminders, his burnt letters, his neatly folded clothes. He tells me I was not drunk at all.
What? Oh, so... Oh yeah, I forgot Esther is dead. So we can't be Esther. Wait, we might be... I said we might be dead, so... Okay. So, you lied. There are other people in this game. I think that was a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Wow. That person's not dead yet.
Huh.
Very interesting. We ran over Esther, and he was actually the one to run over her because
Now,
he was
what's
drunk.
what's he been calling him the whole time?
What do you mean?
Donnelly?
Donnelly, yeah.
Yeah, remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah. remember
Why?
that. It's just gonna come up a little later when they say somebody's full name.
Am I Donnelly? Esther Donnelly. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, right.
That would be funny. It's actually a man. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, maybe that's him up
Creepy
there.
little kid.
That's a kid? I thought it was an old guy dressed in Roman dress with a hiking stick.
Look like a little kid.
Well, I'm nearsighted. But I have glasses.
See, it's interesting to think, did he put all these...
Oh, he's really old, so he very well might have.
It's like a little destroyed car.
Well then.
Now that was freaky. That never happened to me before.
I actually took out my earphone because that creeped me out, guys.
Look at the white line scratched in there.
Oh yeah, those are all the dead people. How the heck did they climb that high?
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
Yeah, a British person probably made this, or the guy is British. Something around Shof
It's a lot of it's just gibberish, if you ask me.
from light from heat shone light from something shone around.
Yeah. But you see what I mean? They get so big they're hard to read.
Yeah. Well,
Spoiler, there's more writing in here. There's going to become a lot more writing. This is this is actually the end of the last chapter of the game.
are we
That's
going?
kind of a beautiful sight.
Yeah.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Okay, well apparently that's the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Also, he folded all of his letters and made a boat.
Made 21 boats.
Oh, they're little mini boats. I get it. Very interesting, this game. Hey, look at those. Yeah. If only we could actually read them.
I think they're all of his letters to Esther.
Yeah. He wrote to her a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a high school crush.
Or his wife.
Whom he left to
Whom-
become a hermit.
Whom died.
Oh
and
yeah,
he
and
became
then
a hermit.
oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Don't look in there. Or a sudden light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Eggs. What the heck? Wait a second, did we get out of the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, well then he didn't really ascend all the way, did he? Or did he?
Well, remember we were on the other side of that tower.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he went a whole roundabout way.
I thought we came from this way.
Mm-mm. We came from down there.
Cool. Hey, it got darker. I just noticed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, do you remember? Now we're going to where that person was standing now. You remember that?
We're not going to see them, right?
We're going to where that person was standing.
We're not going to see them, right?
When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they resuscitated him by hitting him in the chest with stones gathered by the roadside. He was lifeless for 21 minutes, certainly long enough for the oxygen levels in his brain to have decreased and caused hallucinations and delusions of transcendence. I'm running out of painkillers, and the moon has become almost unbearably bright.
Quick, look at the moon. We'll see if it's unbearably bright.
Can't see it.
Huh, well then we must not be him. Somebody found the letters and is going the ways that he did, in hope that they will die. Maybe they picked up the boats. Or maybe that's his son, looking for his father's body. Oh, hey! Are we going to see them? Oh my gosh. Are they going to jump? Have you been this way before?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see them? You told me we wouldn't see anybody in this. Are they going to fly away?
I don't know. We'll find out here in a couple seconds.
Oh my gosh.
More riding.
Where?
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Oh, that's sweet. Apparently he always lived on the other side of that radio tower, but he's coming to the other part of the paper, so to say, which is this island. Maybe somebody's just writing a story. Did they jump?
I don't know.
I mean...
Once you go back there and come out, they're no longer here. That's the last time you never see anything again.
Oh. Huh. And he was proceeding journey. On his journey. And something he was proceeding on his journey, but...
But you never see that man again, I don't think.
Well, you see, maybe it's this old guy who knows he's going to die, so he goes out and walks around his beloved mountain once again. I mean, island. And he has Alzheimer's. That's why he can't remember anything. And has come near to Karasha.
Has come near to
Pamas. Something that ends in WS and starts with P. Has an M as well. And he nor dark drink. And he woes.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
That's a good simile. Metaphor, whatever. Are there days without sight? And neither did he eat nor drink. You don't need to go back.
Eat nor drink.
Okay, so he continued on life, but he decided not to eat or drink. Because there's no food around here, is there?
Weird little orange light from candles. Red light almost.
Yep. This island is very blue. Literally.
Yeah.
Sad as well.
Returning to my car afterwards, hands shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
Ew.
He's like going mad.
Yeah, he's getting in his car and stuff. We're climbing through his imagination, like his memory.
Yeah.
Okay, I have way too many theories for this game.
Well, we'll do We'll do a 15 to 20 minute episode.
There are so many possibilities for what this could be.
I mean, it's kind of beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful. It's kind of a saddish story, though, you know?
Yeah. And
and he came to pass that as made
he the journey. Ah la 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 la.
get up to there.
Yes, it's a very beautiful story, I think. There are lots of ways you can interpret it. You can even go different ways in the games, and it does different things.
Yeah. You get different scenarios. In his journey, I really can't understand this.
Gonna come right something. Ah!
Come not me for that.
Come back. What the heck? Well, that is weird. He's like, come back.
Alright, now I didn't mean to walk off the edge there. I was just trying to see it. If we don't see this one, it's okay. It was kind of a hard one to see.
That was very interesting. We didn't die or anything. He just said, come back. Which means we're not him, or we are him, and we're just walking through his memory. Round... something me. And could not see for
I
the
have
glory.
dredged these waters for the bones of the hermit, for the traces of Donnelly, for any sign of Jakobsen's flock, for the empty bottle that would incriminate him. I have scoured this stretch of motorway 21 times, attempting to recreate his trajectory, the point when his heart stopped dead and all he saw was the moon over the Sanford Junction. He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all, and it was not his fault. It was the converging lines that doomed him. This is not a recorded natural condition. The gulls do not fly so low over the motorway and cause him to swerve. The paint scored away from his car in lines like an infection, making directly for the heart.
So the guy who ran over Esther wasn't actually drunk, he was crazy.
I don't know. I think you're listening to the words of a person who lost his sanity. Unfortunately.
The hand of them.
Yeah. Those are kind of hard to read, unfortunately. See, when you're far away, they're really easy to read.
It depends on what they are. With me. Here with me.
Here with me.
Came something that live here with me. That live here with me. Came.
Do you see what I mean? As you get closer, they're a little harder to read.
Yeah. I
One.
came to... No, it's I came to. Damaged... Damascus. I came to Damascus. Damascus. I came to be near with me. Hear that?
Yeah, it's the fence rattling.
Very windy today.
Yeah. Kind of spooked me first time I came through here. Can't actually climb up over here and see anything. Fences.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take air.
Okay, he's gonna die. He wanted to climb to the very top.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
He's Donnelly. If that's his wife.
That's what that's an interesting thought. This is an interesting ending.
Yeah. He's flying.
watch the ground. Did you see it? The shadow of a bird.
He's a seagull. Oh, it all makes sense now. That was a very beautiful ending. So he was secretly a bird throughout the whole thing?
I don't know.
He was...
I think you were a bird. I think you were following his storyline. His...
Huh.
We'll just hold on to those thoughts, because we're going to talk about that.
How did he climb up the ladder, though?
We're going to talk about all this in a little bit. But guys, thank you for watching Dear Esther.
See, that shadow was way ahead of us.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching Dear Esther. This has been Iron Cat.
And Chex, the first Let's Play we've ever finished.
Yeah, this will be our first fully complete Let's Play. And
It feels great.
as we fade to black here,
Not quite
signing
black yet.
off.
Bye guys. Wait. We got to make sure it's the actual end.
Goodbye.
He said,
Come back.
Oh my
Signing
gosh,
off,
we said that
guys.
at the same time. Bye guys.